Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. I just want to kick off the vlog by saying thank you so much. And I feel like I say this all of the time, but please, just because I say it frequently, don't think the weight of what I'm saying, the meaning behind what I'm saying is any less valid, because it really isn't. Thank you so much for all of the love on the previous video. I cannot even describe how much I enjoyed reading the comments. I've just got the best bunch of people that watch these vlogs. I'm so lucky, so thank you so much for all the love. I kick off today's video in a very, very different situation. Last week, I uploaded literally like the most chill Q&A of Zoe and I just sat on the floor in the lounge, if you saw it. Today, you joined me, it's early in the morning. I'm about to meet up with a schoolmate of mine who I don't think I've seen for probably about a year. It's been a long time. He moved to Germany and his family still live here, so he comes back over a couple of times a year, and every time he's over we like make the effort to like go play paddle together, or a group of us meet up in the evenings to like play poker at one of my mates' houses. Anyways, I rang him honestly about half an hour ago, if that, and I was like, Loritz, we're going for a morning sauna session together. Get your swim shorts. Have you even got your swim shorts with you in the country? If you haven't, you can borrow some of mine, but if you have, we're going for a sauna session. And he's just the kind of guy that's just like, yeah, all right, let's do it. Let's make it happen. So he's literally jumped into his car like right now. Obviously, not really the best thing to be filming because I can't bring my camera into the sauna because it is so incredibly hot in there. And the fact that there's also going to be other people that obviously don't want to be in a YouTube video in their like swimwear. So going to leave the camera in the car, but that's the vibe this morning. Got my big old North Face duffel bag full of a towel and stuff like that. I've already got my swim shorts on under my trousers. Lovely little early morning sauna and ice bath session. Let's go. Well, I've got some bad news. It was inevitable. It was always going to happen soon. We need a new wheelbarrow.
Oh no. How did you even get that up here?
Well, both the wheels fell off.
Oh.
On the way. I got back about 20 minutes ago from the sauna. Had such a lovely time. But there's been one thing on my mind before I get in the shower that I really want to do, which is basically clear out some of the patches of the veg patch that are just not good anymore.
The crops are done.
They've gone past their time.
We've made a good amount of meals.
We've made a very good amount of meals. Like, yeah. Way better than what I thought we would for sure. This area here.
There's a couple of beans still. There's a couple we can take off still.
Yeah, but they're just not like. So obviously, look at it. It's not growing new ones.
Yeah, it's done now.
And I was about to go and get in the shower, and then I'm out of breath now from carrying that. And I was like, actually, before I get in the shower, I might as well do this because I'm probably going to end up getting a bit muddy, and then get the shower off.
There's also some weeds and bits that just need to come out. It needs a little spruce, doesn't it?
It needs a little freshen up.
Post crop spruce.
It means we can always plant something else here. Like maybe not necessarily like veg, obviously, but like we could just put some like
plants,
other bits in. Do you know what I mean?
We could grow some bulbs for spring.
This side of the.
Yeah. When do we put bulbs? I feel like spring bulbs is soon.
Really soon.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. Sort this out. There's another one that's hanging on even more behind here.
It's not hanging on. That's gone.
So I basically just want to tidy this up, tidy that up, and then crack on with the day. Jump in the shower, you know. Oh my gosh.
The size of that.
This is a
purple sprouting broccoli.
Purple block. Can't even speak.
Purple sprouting broccoli that is not going to work because the caterpillars destroyed it and now the birds just keep eating it. But there is nothing we can do. I don't know how anybody grows this. It's so.
They must grow it in like a polytunnel.
Something, yeah.
But look how vibrant the purple is. That's so cool.
We have got one maybe that might stand a chance.
Zoe's now taking out the leftovers of the sweet corn. They were delicious, to be fair. I wish we had more of those.
Yeah, one plant doesn't give you that many.
No.
We only had 4, obviously, so. What on earth are these?
Anybody watching that knows what these are?
They look almost see-through. It's like
Let me pick one up with my glove.
It's like a caterpillar almost. Like, look at its little brown face. There's 2 more here. They're really asleep.
They look like something that you would eat in a bush tucker trial.
They're like
They are
clear,
proper
they're
like...
You can see like their insides.
And there's quite a few of them. Look, there's 4 just there.
I've never seen them
And these
before.
were in with the sweet corn.
Sweet corn, but none of the other troughs.
But nowhere else. If you know what they are, or what they do...
It's probably some sort of moth or something, I'm going to assume.
Can you drop a comment down below? Also, look at Zoe's Crocs.
Just tuck them backwards.
They are the most Zoe Crocs I've ever seen in my life. Pizza,
I found another
autumn, pumpkins, pumpkin spice latte.
Everything I love.
Acorns.
You're just jealous.
Don't know about that. Just popped inside to go and get a drink, and I thought it is the perfect time to have a little sit down, have a little chill in the garden and chat to you about the sponsor of today's vlog, which is AG1. You must have seen me drinking from one of these bottles, drinking an AG1. I can't even imagine, like, honestly, I don't even know how many times within these vlogs you must have seen me drinking one. I first purchased, myself, not sponsored, I first purchased AG1 on the 31st, it's like the easiest date to remember, the 31st of December 2021. It has been a long time. Most of the times that you see me drink it in the vlogs, I'm usually in the kitchen with my like really nice AG1 storage pot, and I'm like scooping it into the bottle. However, today, switching things up, I've got one of their little travel packs on me here, which are honestly just so easy, so convenient to have. Obviously when I'm normally in the garden like this, I don't use one of these, I'll just pop into the kitchen and make it. But I just thought for the vlog today, I was like, I might as well just use one of them, you know, because I'm literally filming in the garden. It would just be nice to be able to sit here and actually make it while sat in the veg patch. Just takes a couple of seconds like that, pop the lid on, give it a little shaker-rooney, give it a little 1, 2, 3, and then you're ready to roll. I said this last time that I worked with them on a video, and I'll say it again, and I can't explain through the camera that I'm genuinely telling the truth. This tastes good. Like, it actually tastes good. You see so many products out there of people trying them or drinking them or whatever in videos, and they say it tastes good, and you just know that it doesn't actually taste good. This genuinely tastes good. I'm not even joking. And this supports so many different areas in your life, from your energy, your mood. Why has the sun gone behind a cloud just as I'm filming? Your immunity, your digestion, and most importantly, you can just trust it. There's been 15 years of research going into making this, and so importantly is that it is independently tested and transparently certified. And if you head over to, I'm going to put the link here on the screen, drinkag1.com/Alfie Deyes, you can get 5 travel packs like this, I mean obviously not used, but like this, completely for free, a vitamin D3 and K2, and a welcome kit that is worth £68 for free when you start a monthly subscription. There's also no risk at all with a 30-day money-back guarantee. There's no contract period. You can pause or you can cancel at any time. Genuinely, I'm being honest, I never ever work with brands that I don't actually love using, and I've used this since 2021. Like I said, links down below. Definitely go check it out. The veg patch is definitely looking a bunch better. It's feeling good out here, but I need to go get in the shower. Tractor? Yeah. Oh, the tractor's not there anymore. It is currently the following day from the rest of the vlog that you've already watched, and Novi and I have just come out for a little walk, which was meant to be a bike ride, or her and her little like push bike. Lasted about 30 seconds since we've got here, because instantly she was like out, which I thought was going to happen. Maybe I got a bit ambitious bringing the bike, thinking that she would actually want to stay in it, as opposed to just walking around, or just running around. What are we looking for? Do you want to hold on to the bike? No. You want to hold my hand? Alright. Maybe we'll just leave the bike on the side, we'll come back and get it in a bit. Hopefully no one will take it. Should we just leave it there? We'll come and get it in a bit. I'm sure no one will take it. Bye. Say bye bye bike. Bye bye bye. I think it's falling conkers we can hear. Or a pigeon. Nino. Or an ambulance. Oh, there's a car coming behind you. Should we move out the way? Yes. Good girl. And then you hold my hand. So a couple of months ago I got served this reel on Instagram, and it was a girl going on a walk, and she called it a colour walk. So before going, are you trying to tickle me with an acorn? Tickle, tickle, tickle. Before going on the walk, she was like, right, I'm going to look out for anything during my walk that is the colour yellow. And just by focusing on that colour, she saw so many cool things that just like you wouldn't naturally look for, that wouldn't normally stand out to you, like cool road signs and houses and like she did it not in the countryside like this, she did it out and about in like a town or a city. So you're probably a little bit young for this. Pick one colour and we're going to see how many things we can find of that colour. What colour? Oh, colour blue, perfect. That will do. Let's see how many blue things we can spot, hey? It's a shame it's not green, because we're in the countryside, it would have been a lot easier. But let's see what we can find, probably just the sky.
Whoa!
Whoa, that was a big bump.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Can you see anything blue? No? Yeah, you picked quite a hard colour. Pink.
Oh,
Yeah.
birds.
Did you hear the birdies?
Yes. Birdies.
Can you see anything blue? Look up there. Look all the way up. What colour's the sky?
Pink.
Pink. Maybe this is one to do with Otti and not with Novi. What have you found?
Shit.
Oh, stones. Lovely, just what we wanted. I think colours are a little bit too challenging at the moment, aren't they? Can you see anything blue?
No.
No, neither. What about the sky? What colour's the sky?
Pink.
Pink, okay. Still pink. Novi, can you count how many we've got?
5, 6, 9, 10.
1, 6, 9, 10. In the last vlog I said Novi is just such a little character. Honestly, she is just the funniest little person. She can count these. She's doing that on purpose. Novi can count to 6. She's literally just doing it on purpose to wind me up. It's very sharp, you have to be careful. Can you open it? There we go.
Oh, sharp.
Yeah, it is a bit sharp. You have to be very careful. There we go. Should we take it back to Mummy? Over the bump. Go. Go. Go on. Hey. No. Oh, we're going to spend a good chunk of time here now. So are you going to carry that?
No, you're going to carry it.
I'm carrying the world's biggest basket. Apparently this is what we're taking out on the walk today to collect some conkers. How many are you planning on getting, Otti?
How many we can get?
What, just as many as we can?
You can hold it until
Until we fill it.
Until we fill it.
And then
all
how
up.
about he holds it after that too?
Your hair clip looks so pretty today, Otti. I feel like I've just said good morning and started a day 5 minutes ago in the vlog, and the only thing I filmed that day was going out on a walk with Novi, who is currently at the bottom of the garden. What do you want to do?
Daddy,
Yeah?
please.
You want to go on the trampoline? But we're going out on a walk. We'll go on the trampoline once we get home. How about that, yeah?
Yes.
Come on then, let's go on a walk.
Yes.
Come on then.
Daddy has.
Daddy hand, come on then. You hold my hand. Oh, that's why you've switched bags. You're so sneaky. Wait. Okay, I will carry you. So a second ago, I don't know if I was recording, I said to Otti, alright, perfect. But this does mean that I probably won't be able to carry you, because I'm going to be carrying conkers. And then randomly, what did you say, Otti?
I got a little one.
You were like, actually no, I don't want the big one. I just want a little one. I just want a little one. And I was confused why she would want less conkers being collected. It's because I said, if we take the big basket, I can't carry you. So let me see the basket you're now bringing. So she switched out to a small basket. Not because you want the small basket, but because you want what?
Because I want you to carry me.
She's so sneaky. Quick, through the magic door. It's a secret way.
I'm see the bounce stars.
Are you ready? I've just realised the shoes you're wearing. Like,
really comfy.
what are you saying, Novi?
Yeah, maybe she's going, let it go, like Elsa.
Let go.
Yeah, this is getting to the good conker section.
Look!
Put it in my
Maybe
bag.
wow, you're getting a good collection in there.
Let me see this one. You grab one conker from here, and let's play that game again where you have to hide it in your hand. I have to guess which hand. I'm thinking...
Which one?
This one.
No.
No, I do think that one.
It's not in that one.
Okay, this one. No, I was wrong.
Right, I can't even do it.
Alright, let's find a little baby. Let's find you a baby conker. Right, here we go. You take him. Right, there we go. I'm going to close my eyes. Switch them around in your hands. You done?
Yeah. Oh, I mean done.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This one. Ah, that's the perfect size.
Put one out for the school.
You following Daddy?
Have you got your wheelbarrow?
No.
Is she trying to use it?
Yeah, she's copying you, look.
Whoa! Should we go and collect some stuff? Come on then, let's go. Oh, Nala's joining as well.
Hello, Nala.
What are you digging up? Just mixing up the soil. Good job. So a couple of days ago in the vlog, well, still the same vlog, but I just shot it a couple of days ago because obviously this has been going over a few days now. We started clearing out some areas of the... I feel like I look like I'm in a boy band because I'm wearing all white.
Yeah, you're not dressed to veg garden.
And also, the worst like autumn walk / veg garden outfit that I could possibly be wearing. But it is what it is. Didn't think about it this morning when I got dressed. Yeah, the other day we like literally spent, how long do you reckon we were out here? 20 minutes, half an hour?
Yeah.
And it's made such a difference to how nice the space looks out here now. Oh, that's a good tomato.
Yes.
That's a really good one.
Mummy.
Did Mummy pick it?
Yeah.
Check that, Zoe just picked. Yeah, so it's basically time to do like a big clearance, and we've started it, and it looks so much better. But now we're going to spend a little bit of time doing like a second one. You're doing some water in?
Watering the weeds.
Oh, perfect. There we go.
Want some more?
Water the aubergines that are even bigger than when you would have last seen them in the vlog or on Instagram or anything. They've like gone too big because I just couldn't eat. Oh, actually, this one's looking great. Let me get him now.
To your mum.
Yeah, let me. Ah, you just forget how spiky they are. Oh my gosh, they get you so good. Just need to go in with these and like actually look what you're doing.
More?
Oh, lovely.
More?
Nice.
But then some of them at the bottom. Let me show you some of the big ones.
The ones that touch the ground.
Yeah.
Don't.
Oh no, there's still some really good sized ones actually. I thought they were all going to be well overgrown.
Oh,
Right,
that's.
look at this.
Surely that's too big.
Oh yeah, something's even been eating it.
Oh.
Yeah.
More water?
I'd actually need to go straight up the compost. I feel like we're about to sit down and have possibly the most overdue chat, the most overdue conversation that I've got to have with you over the last 16 years of me making these videos on YouTube. Now, at the end of every single vlog, I like sit down and just super chill like this, and I answer a question that was left on the previous vlog, and then I do the same with the next one, the next one, the next one kind of thing, just at the end. The question that I've picked to answer today is possibly, definitely one of the top 3, I would say, most popular questions that I've ever been asked over the last about 12 years or so, and I purposely haven't answered it because I haven't had an answer to answer it with until now. It's very niche. It is all about my acid reflux, which is even just saying those words out of my mouth just feels weird to say, to talk about, but there's many reasons as to why. If you've been watching these vlogs for 10 plus years, you probably know. If you've watched enough of them, you probably know just how much of an effect acid reflux has been on my life. If you have zero interest, which is probably the majority of you, and that is absolutely fine, I'm not going to be insulted in the slightest if you just click off the vlog now, and I'll see you next week. You know, this is going to be very chatty, just all about my health and an update on my life that I feel like many of you, like I said, have been asking for. Go make yourself a coffee, go get a cup of tea or something like that, or a couple of snacks, because this is going to be chatty, because there is a lot to update you on. So let's go back, I want to say about 9 or 10 years ago, I uploaded a video where the thumbnail was me in hospital, and I had just had a endoscopy, which is a camera down my throat. I had a biopsy taken of my esophagus and a biopsy taken of my upper bowel. And the reason I had that done, I spoke about it in the vlog at the time and stuff, was basically I'd been suffering with acid reflux, which if you've never heard of that, you don't know what it is, you haven't experienced it, it feels like somebody's got a lighter and they've like lit it and the match is roaring, or the flame, sorry, is roaring, and it's like internal inside your chest. It feels like you're on fire on the inside. It just affected my life so much that I basically went to the hospital and had an endoscopy done, and I vlogged it all. At the time I was daily vlogging, so I was filming every single day of my life and uploading it the following day, so obviously I had to like document it and talk about it, and I wanted to share it because it was such like it was so impacting on my life. You probably saw me at that kind of time in my life and over the recent years as well, just like banging Gaviscons non-stop, which is basically like a little liquid that you can drink that's like a plaster. It will just like kind of numb things for like half an hour or so. Anyways, like 10 years ago, I had these checks done, and the results that came back from the checks were the best results you could possibly have, which is there is nothing found, nothing abnormal. Basically everything to do with my acid reflux was put down to stress, which on one hand is, like I said, the absolute dream result, because it means that there is nothing more severe going on, which is the best news possible. On the other hand, I was like, what, 22, maybe 23 at the time. YouTube was popping off. I was flying all over the world doing things non-stop, book signings. Every time I'd leave the house, I'd be meeting so many of you out and about. Just it was so busy. I was filming 13 videos a week. I was daily vlogging every single day, plus main channel videos, plus 5 gaming videos. Life was, literally to sum it up, stressful. Not even like mentally, just physically as well. It was just stressful. So it was really hard to be told that the problem, the thing causing all of the issues was my own stress, because it was so hard to try and combat that and to try and reduce my stress levels during that period of my life, because everything was like just so incredibly all over the place, and it was so new to me, and like it was mad. If you've been watching since the early days of YouTube, you will know what I'm talking about. Obviously started speaking to a therapist. At some points I like cut out even just little things that I'd heard that could help reduce the like severity of my acid reflux. Like I had no fizzy drinks for 3 years. I had no alcohol for like 2 or 3 years at one point, like at all. At one point I cut out bread, because I was in a taxi once and I was taking a Gaviscon and the driver was like, do you have acid reflux? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, my wife has that. She has no bread and no bananas and it really helps. So I cut out bread and bananas for like a few months. I cut out tomatoes, so like no tomato pasta sauces, like nothing with tomato in it for probably 3 or 4 months to see if that had made it better. I cut out coffee for like 2 years to like see if that tried to help it. Nothing I could do, nothing could literally make an impact on just how severe this acid reflux was. And it was like so incredibly often, and at any random point I couldn't control it. That's probably like the last proper big time that I like really spoke about it in a vlog, because I was literally daily vlogging at the time and I was in hospital that day. Since then I have mentioned it in vlogs, or you've probably seen me like I said, like taking Gaviscon and stuff. I've also over the last 10 years now, 12, maybe 12 years, been on and off non-stop of like lansoprazole and omeprazole, which are basically tablets, like medication that you can take daily to reduce the acid reflux, I suppose, to put it simply. Sometimes I go on that for like 3 or 4 months and I'm like, oh, it's not really making a difference, but I've been told that it by so many doctors, because I'd seen so many different doctors at this point as well, just like going in to chat about it, because I still couldn't calm it down. And so many of them were suggested. I'll be like, no, maybe I should go back on it, and I'll try it for 3 months, and I'll be like, oh, I'm literally 24. I don't want to be on a pill for the rest of my life at 24 if I can avoid it. I'm going to stop taking it. Then I'd go, no, maybe I need to go back on medication, and I'd take medication again. And I was just doing anything I could to try and help it, but just couldn't get to the bottom of it. And then over, I want to say about 6 years ago, but it can't have been, because it was in the old house. And we've lived in this house now for 8 years, which is crazy. 8 years we've already been here. So it was probably 9 years ago, because I remember I had a personal trainer I was working with in the gym, and he wrote me like a meal plan that I had to like cook up kind of thing and eat these certain meals every day to try and like gain the amount of muscle that I wanted to gain at the time when we were in the old house. And every time he checked in to be like, how's the meals going? Are you eating everything? Have you got leftover food? Are you not cooking enough? Have you missed any meals? Every single time I started to find it harder and harder to consume all of the meals. But it wasn't the consuming of the meals or like cooking it that was the hard bit. It started being swallowing the food. Like I couldn't swallow the food. Like I felt like full up, but not in my stomach. It was really weird. And that gradually over maybe like 4 or 5 years started turning into difficulty swallowing food. And it really started to confuse me. And about for the last 3 years, it got really severe. And this is probably like I'm genuinely being completely honest now with you, probably the only thing I can think in my life that I've ever purposely kept out of videos because I didn't know how to talk about it, because I didn't know what was going on. I was like confused myself. I've been confused about it. I've been trying to solve it as best I can and seeing different doctors to try and get to the bottom of it over the years, and I just couldn't get it under control. So I didn't want to speak about it because I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't want to like open up a two-way conversation between myself and those of you that watch the videos and start trying out so many different things and like spiraling into like, wait, this person commented saying do this, and this person knows this because this is their job and their friend, like their mum's got this going on or that, and I'm like just making it even worse. So I've purposely left it out of videos. So it probably feels incredibly strange to hear like what I'm about to start saying now. And that's absolutely fine, because if I was hearing it from somebody else, I'd be like, that is so weird. Just weird, and that's fine. And I've obviously explained it to friends over the years and stuff, and they've seen what I'm about to say like going on. It's hard to explain to people. It's hard to explain to myself to even understand what was going on, you know, over the last like 3 years. But it basically got to the point over the last 3 years where I just couldn't finish meals. And sometimes I would start a meal and have one mouthful, and my food would be like stuck, like I couldn't swallow it. It would feel like my food is like stuck, and that was it. And I couldn't eat the rest of the meal. So I gradually stopped eating out in restaurants, because I'd go out to a restaurant with friends, we'd all sit down at the table, our food would arrive, I'd have 1 or 2 mouthfuls and be like, I can't swallow anymore. I just can't swallow. I can't explain it. I just couldn't swallow. And then I'm like, now I look weird because everyone else is eating their food. My food's delicious. I want to eat it. I'm hungry, but I can't swallow it. And I don't know what's going on myself, let alone trying to explain this to everyone else at the table. So I gradually stopped really eating out with people that weren't aware of what was going on, which was only those incredibly close to me. Any like work meetings or like, yeah, meeting up with people, be like, oh yeah, let's go meet up over a lunch or over a brunch or over, go get a coffee and a croissant or something, or, do you know what I mean, like a sandwich. And I'll be like, nah, let's just like go for a walk instead, or come to my house, or I'll come and meet you at your office, or yeah, even like going out for coffees with friends. Just got hard because they'd get like a slice of cake as well at the same time, and I'm like, I just can't swallow it. And it really, really started like taking so much control on my life. It is weird. It is. I couldn't understand it, so therefore I couldn't talk about it to you in the videos. It just got to the point where it was just like taking over my life too much. It started affecting drinking. So like having a coffee, I just couldn't swallow my coffee sometimes. Not all the time, but a very good chunk of the time. And meals, it really affected a lot of the time. Meals, it was affecting every single meal. Whether that was my first mouthful, my last mouthful, and like random mouthful, I'd just be like, oh, food stuck, gotta stop eating, just can't eat anymore. And all I could tell myself was that it was fully a stress thing because of the results that I'd had years ago for my acid reflux. And then I'll speak to a doctor about it, and they'd say, look, it's definitely stress related, keep taking lansoprazole or omeprazole, which are these like anti-acid reflux kind of medications, and you just got to try and get less stress in your life. Yeah, it got really bad, like really bad. Occasionally I'd see comments on the vlogs that were like, Alfie, you look like you're losing weight, are you okay? And I'd sit there and I'd read it and I'd be like, it's because I just can't eat enough of my meals. Or I'd work out in the gym really hard and I just find it so hard to put on any muscle because I just couldn't consume enough. Or like, do you remember when I did last year? Was it last year? Yeah, last year in October, I did the Maltese Falcon, which was that like fitness challenge that I was training for out in Malta with my 2 schoolmates. The entire event, I can't remember off the top of my head, it took something like 12 hours. It started at like 3 AM. Everyone on the event is like packing bananas in their bags and jellies and all these like little power gels to like keep themselves boosted like you would when you're doing like a big fitness event, all of these different things and electrolytes. I couldn't have any of it. We'd be at the pit stop and like the people at the pit stop and that would be like, you've got to be eating a banana, you've got to have an apple, you've got to eat this, you've got to have some crisps, have this. And I couldn't swallow any of it. I did like the entire event and I think I literally just had like half a bottle of water or something. I couldn't swallow anything. Anyways, at the end of 2024, I was just like, Zoe, this is just getting too much now, isn't it? And she was like, yeah, this is really getting too much, Alfie. And everyone around me hated seeing me feeling like it because I just felt so like out of control and so confused and so like nothing I would do or change could affect it. I couldn't get it in a better place than what it was. It was just getting worse. And it was so tough. I basically was like, Zoe, if the girls, as in like Otti and Novi, start realising, and they will do as they get older, that something is going on here, I just don't want that. That's the last thing I want, is for them, out of anyone noticing that something is going on. I don't want to be sat at mealtime anymore and like being the only one not eating with the family. Like I'd sit down for a meal with the girls and I'd be like, come on Otti, try this, you haven't tried this bit of food before. Yet I'm not sat there eating it myself because I just can't swallow it. Like it was not good. It was not good. It really wasn't good. I was like, I've absolutely had enough. It needs to be my #1 priority. Like I'm just not prioritising this enough in life. I need to just like, it's taken over. It has to take priority. Otherwise I just don't even know what's going to happen. Like it's just going too far now. Every single meal, every day, it was just affecting. So I found this doctor who happened to be in Brighton, who is an ENT, so ear, nose and throat specialist. And his specialist subject, his specialty, his like personal special interest was swallowing disorders. And he worked in Brighton. Swallowing disorders. I'm like, that sums it up. Surely, if there's, I've seen so many doctors at this point, I can't even explain how many times I've seen different doctors. That is the person, surely, who I need to see. So I booked in to see him, and obviously my searches and everything on Google for years had been about it, and like my For You page on like social media, I'd get recommended things to do with acid reflux. Anyways, I was scrolling TikTok one night and I saw this video pop up of this woman having what's called a barium swallow test, which is basically where you like swallow this chalky liquid whilst having an x-ray done, and you basically just see like the liquid going down your esophagus into your stomach. And I was like, I haven't had that done. I need that done. Like at this point I'm like, I just want anything done, any kind of check that I can do, I want done. So I was sitting down chatting with this doctor, and then I mentioned that I wanted this barium swallow test to him. I was like, I've seen this video on TikTok, I'd love this barium swallow test. And he was like, yeah, we can definitely do that, that's no problem at all. That basically checks like the function of your throat. But he also wants to do another endoscopy, which is camera down the throat and take biopsies, which was the same that I had like 9 or 10 years ago. Obviously I'm up for that. I'm just like, mate, I'd just do anything, like do blood tests, do whatever you want. I'm up for it, I'm up for all of it. So we booked in the barium swallow test. I actually filmed prior to going in, and I don't know why. I definitely wasn't filming for YouTube, because it was not even a thought on my brain that I'd want to discuss any of this online. I've also got some clips of me doing other medical things that I'm going to insert in a minute. I want to like talk through what's happened in 2025, because I've had a bunch going on this year that I've kept offline fully, and I just want to like update you, bring you up to date, and share everything with you, you know. So let's cut into the clips. I actually don't even know what I'm about to cut into. All I know is that I filmed stuff, but I haven't watched anything back since I filmed it. So I don't even know what you're about to watch myself. But yeah, I'm going to cut into some footage now. I'm currently outside a hospital, about to have what's called a barium swallow test. I don't know. I don't even like filming this now. I don't even like talking about it. I just need to sort this out. It's been 10 years. Let's go and prioritise this, you know. It's time to make it a priority. Now, I didn't film what happened afterwards. Like I said, I was not planning on filming for anything in particular, so therefore there was no like thought process about thinking of filming an update. But that barium swallow test that I only knew about, and I've only ever been told about it from watching one random TikTok that I got served, changed everything. Everything. So I walk in the room. Well, first I get put on like a gown and everything like that. But I go in and I meet the man who's going to do it. That's his thing. He's like the barium swallow test man. And he basically says to me, look, more than 99 out of 100 of these I do, don't find anything. They take 20 minutes to do. You're going to swallow this liquid a bunch of times. You're going to stand forward, you're going to stand to the side, stand to the other side and stand backwards, and I'll do an x-ray. We'll see it on the screen together, literally to the side of you whilst I'm doing it. Basically, we don't ever find anything. But let's do it. It only takes 20 minutes. So I stand in front of this machine. He gives me this liquid. And I've already warned him that, like, I don't know what's going to happen because I can't, like, so incredibly often, I can't swallow. So, like, I don't know if this liquid is, like, going to just, honestly, just, like, come straight back out of my mouth. I don't know if it's going to feel like it's going to get stuck in my throat. He's like, right, you're going to swallow it in 3, 2, 1. I swallow it. And I promise you, within no more than 10 seconds, he's like, oh yeah, I can see what it is. I can see what's going on. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, I can see everything. Look, let me turn the x-ray so you can watch it whilst you're doing it. And you swallow the liquid and watch the x-ray whilst it's happening live. And obviously at this point, I'm like absolutely mind blown because I'm about to have potentially a solution for this issue that I can't even explain the effect on my life that it has had for the last 12 years, if not more. And I'm about to just watch it live on an x-ray. And it took him 10 seconds, literally 10 seconds to find it out. So I swallowed this liquid, and you see it on the x-ray, comes down my throat, and then just stays there. And it doesn't go into my stomach. Obviously, I don't know what's causing it, so I don't know whether like this is like a really, really bad thing, or whether this is like a little bit severe but not too, like I don't know obviously what this means medically, but I can see it means something. What I'm saying is that at this point, instantly, I'm stood there, and every thought over the last 10 years of how can this possibly be stress? How am I doing this to myself? I tried everything to try and be less stressed that I possibly could, and nothing made a difference. And I'd like beat myself up about this so much inside of just the constant battle of you're doing this to yourself every single day, and I wasn't. And it's on this screen in front of me. I've just seen it. It's literally sat here. There is something else going on than just stress. This isn't just stress anymore. Long story short, or a very short story short, actually, because it was like he found it out there and then. He basically is like, you've got what's called achalasia. And I was like, what's that? Is that a good thing? Is that, but well, obviously it's not a good thing, but I'm like, how severe is that? What is achalasia? And he's like, okay, you've got, I can't remember the exact name of it, but basically like pretty severe achalasia, which is a rare swallowing disorder that you're born with. Now, obviously, it's never affected me up until now, so maybe I don't know what it means by you're born with. I still don't know that till today. But, like, I have been able to swallow previously in my life. Do you know what I mean? It hasn't affected me from, like, 0 to 20. When it says born with it, I don't know whether you're born with the opportunity to start getting it at some point, do you know what I mean? Or whether like it just didn't really affect me much growing up and then it's just getting worse. I don't know. But it's a rare swallowing disorder that you're born with, and I'm not doing it to myself. It's not stress. There is something else going on. So basically what happens is that when you swallow food, obviously it just goes straight down your esophagus and into your stomach. But at the top of your stomach, there is a ring of muscle, like a sphincter on your esophagus. I warned you that I was going in depth here and that this was like a big update and this was like potentially pretty boring for 99% of you watching the video. So please don't sit here now going, mate, what are you talking about? I warned you. You could have left 15, 20 minutes ago. You decided to stay here. The muscle here at the top of my stomach, at the bottom of my esophagus, was too tight that it wasn't letting my food through. So when I say that I feel like my food was stuck in my throat, it literally was stuck in my throat. And if I would eat like a burger, the whole burger, obviously chewed up and everything like that, would be sat in my esophagus, and then really slowly throughout the day, it would like drip through into my stomach. It never just went through into my stomach. All of this time. And that's what caused the acid reflux. And the best bit about all of this that I just want to say right now is that the potential solution for achalasia is incredibly easy to fix, potentially. Not for everybody, but for a lot of people it is incredibly easy to fix, and I'll get onto that in a second. The doctor that referred me, to get the swallow test done had to do a couple of other tests to check that nothing else was presenting as achalasia and it was actually something else. Because sometimes you can have something else going on that looks like one thing, but it's actually something else. So I had to go back 2 weeks later and have, man, I was nervous for this one. And I actually filmed before it as well. I'll insert some clips in a second. I was really nervous for this. I had to go for a CT scan with contrast dye. I don't even know why I'm filming this. I guess just for myself to look back at. So I'm about to go in 15 minutes and go and have a CT scan. But this is different because they have to put a cannula in my arm and then put a dye inside me and then do the scan with the dye inside me. I don't know what I'm more nervous of, if I'm being honest, about like the actual scan itself and the like getting the cannula and doing the scan. I know it's not going to be nice. Like the likelihood of it being like horrible is very slim, but I know it's not going to be nice, but it's only half an hour or so. Do you know what I mean? Or I think I'm more nervous of getting the results, which I'm not even going to get today. And the thing with being scared of the results that I keep telling myself is like, if it was anything that I didn't want it to be, which fingers crossed, touch wood, it's not, it'd be better to find out, wouldn't it? It's better to find out than not find out. Like, you need to know this kind of stuff. You need to know what's going on. And the results from the CT were perfect. They were exactly what we were hoping for, which was great news. But I also had to have another endoscopy, like coming down the throat, biopsy taken, another biopsy taken. In fact, I think I had 3 or 4 biopsies taken 2 weeks after having the CT done. So I went back into hospital and had that done. Right, I've just come around from the endoscopy. They did take 1 biopsy as well, which I did think they would. Everything seems so far, touch wood, that it's gone good. I think my doctor's going to come back at some point and have a chat with me before I go this evening. I've just got to wait like an hour until I can drink, and then a little bit more, I think, until I can eat. I waited, I think it was about 2 weeks for the results from the biopsies. Those came back all good, which was just the dream. That was the most reassuring thing, because the 2 tests that the doctor wanted me to do was the CT and the endoscopy, just to make sure that it definitely was achalasia and wasn't something else presenting as achalasia, and it was nothing else presenting, which was so reassuring. I can't even begin to explain any of it. Like, me sitting here now, I feel like I can't explain, like I'm just saying it so normally, but at the time it was just the most like life-affecting thing that I've ever had. So it was go time. It was time to actually try and get to the cause of the achalasia, which was the tight muscle here, if you remember, and loosen that. And the way in which they do that is they sedate you, basically the same as the camera down the throat. But instead of just a camera, they're doing an X-ray at the same time. And then on the end of basically the camera, they put a balloon and they put it down your throat into the right place because they've got the camera to make sure that it's in the perfect place, and they pump up the balloon and then dilate it, and pump it up and dilate it to basically loosen the muscle and then take it out. And I think that took, it was either 4 minutes or 6 minutes, I can't remember, and then it was just done. Just wait and see whether it solved it. Loosening up the muscle. Now some people, it can work and it can loosen up the muscle for a couple of days, and then sadly it goes back to how it previously was. Some people a couple of weeks, some people a couple of months, some people years, some people forever. They can literally have like the dilation done with the balloon once and then never ever again. I was feeling so rough. I found a clip a second ago on my phone of that I filmed whilst I was in the hospital after I had it done. I didn't even know I'd filmed this.
Feel all over the place from the sedative drugs, but equally my insides feel raw dog. Gotta wait 2 hours now until I can go downstairs and get an x-ray to check that everything went to plan.
Now there was one thing left to do, which was obviously try and eat some food, because I hadn't in, I don't know, 10 years or so, eaten, like taken a bite of food and it gone down into my stomach. It's always sat in my throat and then slowly gone into my stomach. Like I don't even understand, I didn't even know what it was gonna feel like to like experience that. Obviously I didn't even know if it's gonna work. Like there's a chance that it just might not have like done what we had hoped it to do. Anyways, just like with everything else, I filmed a clip, which was handy. Mark was over at the house, Zoe was here as well. I think the girls were running around in the background or something, but I made myself a bowl of pasta because I had to eat like some really delicate food. I couldn't go something spicy obviously, or like super saucy. Basically just put my camera on the side and tried to eat for the first time in 10 or 12 years. I can't even tell you how nervous I was. I'd done so many, or what felt like so many for me compared to the rest of my life, so many different medical things to lead up to the point where I had that done over months after it affected me for 12 years, that I just didn't even know what to think. And you'll be able to like just feel the vibe and like tell on my face kind of thing. I was so nervous to just eat a bowl of pasta in my own house because I just wanted the feeling of everything being like a normal person. So bad. So bad. Anyways, I'll insert the footage now. The big moment. The big test after 12 years of not being able to eat. Got some pasta. Shall I do 2 or 1?
Just 1.
I feel like the pressure on this moment. We'll see. Feel like I need to chew it a lot. Oh. I don't know.
Have you gone down?
I feel like it's gone down.
It's not sitting in your throat.
I don't think it is. It's hard to know because I'm like so habitual about like what I do.
Yeah, it's like your brain.
Let me eat 2 more. No, it's hard to know if it even has, if it is stuck or if it's gone down because I don't know what going down feels like. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you said earlier you felt the water go into your stomach.
Because it was cold. They gave me icy water and I could feel the cold on my stomach. I think it's gone down.
Oh.
I think. I don't know.
Though, it's so weird that you're not going.
Oh.
That's crazy.
So weird. Okay, slow down.
Yeah.
Don't go too.
That's amazing.
And that was at the end of May. And it's currently, as I'm filming this, the day before I'm uploading this video, it's currently the Saturday the 27th of September. And I have not once, I don't even want to say this because I want to like touch the wooden table, had any issues with swallowing food or coffee or drinks or anything since then. Not once. And I can't even explain just how different my life is. I feel like even watching back these video clips of me in hospital, my face looks so like more gaunt, more skinny, like I couldn't eat enough. It was just taking over my life so much. This is the first time in my life that I feel that I can, like, if I work out, I can actually put on some like muscle and some size. I've tried so many times to like get bigger in the gym and I just haven't been able to put on weight because I can't eat enough. What's crazy is that what used to be my norm, now I can reflect back on it, was so abnormal. I like, not even long ago, at the beginning of the year, Zoe's nan's birthday, we all went out for brunch to this really lovely restaurant that we go to in Hove for brunch. Everybody got their meals. Zoe's aunt and uncle were even there. And I got my meal and like everybody had ordered. I was the last on the table to order. And I was like, yeah, can I get this and this please? But is it possible to get them takeaway? And everyone was like, what? Why is he getting a takeaway? And I had like, it's weird not to, like, I couldn't not say. I was just like, oh, I just won't be able to swallow, like eat the food. So I still want to eat the restaurant food. So I'm going to get it takeaway. And I'm just going to try and eat it when I get home, because that's easier for me than sat here at the table eating it. And then I sat there the whole meal, didn't even have a coffee, no drink, and everyone else just ate their meal. And I was just sat there with like nothing in front of me. And then I just ate mine when we got home. And that was my norm. That's what I did. Like, that was me going out for a meal. So that is beyond the biggest health life update for you. I don't even know if anyone is still watching this. When you're going through something that you just can't get to the bottom of, it just takes over everything. It takes over everything. So if me talking about all of this can help even one of you somehow, maybe one of you have got achalasia and you don't realise you've got it, I don't know, or even anything, or if it just encourages you to prioritise something that you've been putting off, something that you've let slip and become the norm but isn't the norm, then hopefully this video can do that. But it also feels nice to be able to just explain it to you, because so many of you, like I said, message me and reach out about acid reflux and check in and see how mine's going and stuff, and I haven't really been able to answer because over the last, like I said, 3-4 years up until March, end of March, it has just been going wild, worse than ever. I just struggled. I just couldn't eat or swallow so many times, so often, like most days. It was just taking over my life, and I didn't really want to speak about it because I didn't know what was going on myself. But I sit here now, touch wood, on the other side of it, and it feels unbelievable. So yeah, just wanted to update you. Thank you for all the love and all the support and just everything. And I love that I feel comfortable enough with everybody that watches these videos and the style of videos that I create, and yeah, like I said, like the audience that watch them, to like fully sit down and talk about it and update you about my life, because this is so important to me. This has been so important to me. And as much as I love creating nice videos and shoot bits really nicely on nice cameras and stuff with the family and lovely moments, I do also like being able to like sit down and have a proper chat to you and chat to you about stuff that's going on in my life. So it's cool being able to like really do both and feel that I can do both. So if you've got any other questions about it, feel free to drop them down below in the comments. I'm probably not really going to talk about it much more in a vlog because this video is so long and I don't want to like turn other videos into talking about it again and again and again. So drop anything down below in the comments to do with it, any questions. I will do my absolute best to jump in and answer as many as possible if I can answer them, if I'm able to in any way. I just feel so good that I can go into town now and I can walk around the lanes for the first time in years and get a coffee and get a sandwich and eat it as I walk around. I don't have to take it home anymore. I can just eat out and about. It feels so good. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Give the video a thumbs up as always, and I will catch you next week with another new video. See you then.